Hey loves, so I wanted to share a video with you guys for a spell that I'm currently working on. I'm gonna be making a floor wash, but it's more for like the outer part of my house. You can use the spell with a floor wash if you want to do it inside. Like if you live in an apartment, I would do it in the outside hallway in front of your door, because that's what the spell's mainly used for. This is gonna be a good luck floor wash, and the reason why I'm doing this today is because it came up in my meditation that I did today while I was meditating to the ancestors, the divine, and the archangels. This came up, so I wanted to just show you guys how I'm doing it and share the spell with you guys, so keep watching. So before I do, I'm just gonna grab some herbs from here. I already collected a few. I'm adding rue because it's really good for hex breaking and protection. And I'm also adding a linden leaf, which is also really good for luck, actually. So I'm gonna add that to the box. So I have a ton of herbs here, and for this spell, we're actually gonna be working with saying Expedite to cleanse the front. And I already have a pot of water boiling, and the first thing that you want to do is you want to get some sea salt, and that's the first ingredient that you're going to put in there. So the first herb that we're going to start off with is cloves, and this is because we're starting off with the thicker herbs because they happen to take a little bit longer because of their consistency and how thick they are. They take a little bit longer for all the juices to come out, so we're going to start off with that. And as I'm putting every ingredient in here, I'm going to be blessing it. Obviously I'm talking to you guys, so use your imagination. But I'm going to be blessing it and activating the herb for what I'm intending to use it for. The other thing you're going to notice is that I'm using a good amount of herbs and spices that are protective. And this is why I'm using peppercorn as well, because you want to make sure that we are protected and our door is protected, and that's exactly why. So if you notice, it's already changing the color of the water, and that's going to continue to happen. So you just want to make sure you're activating each herb as you go on. The next one we're going to add is cumin seeds, and these are really powerful for protection, especially protecting the home, so that's why I'm adding it on here. So as you can see, the color of the water is already changing, and it's going to continue to change as we continue to add different herbs. The next one I'm going to have add is yerba santa, because it is a very thick leafy herb. It has a very thick green consistency, so it's going to take its time to kind of break down. So the next one I'm going to add. This one is really good for providing mental clarity and blessing the home, and especially when it comes to finances as well. It's really good for that. Also, every herb that I'm adding, I am doing it in a clockwise direction on the pot, and as you can see, it's working really well, and the colors really coming out. The next thing I'm going to add is this is some orange skins that I dried up, and orange is really good for luck, which is what I'm making this floor wash for, so that's why we're adding it on. So the next one I'm going to add is rue, and rue is really good for hex breaking and uncrossing work, and this is why I'm adding it here, because you want to make sure that your front door is protected, and this is a really good herb for that. So the next one I'm going to add is basil, and basil is amazing for money spells and love spells as well, but money, luck, wealth. This is a wealth herb, so this is why I'm adding it on here, because you want to have that energy in your front door to knock out your door, so this is why I'm adding basil in here. Linden leaf is next, and this is a very lucky herb to work with. I love working with this herb because the vibration is just really nice, so this is why I'm adding it to it, because it's really good for money and luck. So the next one I'm going to do is bay leaves, and bay leaves are amazing for wishes, and this is exactly why I'm adding it on there, just because I'm setting a specific intention for the bay leaves for this floor wash, for the front of my door, for the energy that I want in front of there, so that's why I'm adding this to it. You can customize what your intention is, but bay leaves is just really amazing for wishes. So the next herb that I'm going to add is catnip, and catnip is an amazing herb for attracting whatever it is that you want. So it could be love, it could be money, it could be luck, it could be different spirits, it could be a lot of things. Catnip is just really good for that, and I actually have cats in the backyard, so this would actually be great for them. But yeah, so I'm going to be using catnip for that. The next herb that I'm going to be adding is peppermint, and peppermint is really good for money spells, and it just refreshes the energy of your space, which is why I'm using it here. I'm sorry, the focus is going in and out. It's because of the smokiness from there. But peppermint is really amazing for money spells, and it refreshes your finances, your income. It brings a fresh energy to it, and that's why I'm using it here. So the next herb is skullcap, and skullcap is really amazing for business and job spells and money spells. So because I have my own business, this is why I'm adding it there, just because it's really good for improving business, boosting business, and bringing that energy of money, of abundance and prosperity to your space. The next one that we're going to be using is patchouli, and patchouli is really amazing for money spells, for prosperity spells, for wealth spells. This is like long-term money because it is ruled by Saturn, and I'm an earth sign, I'm a Capricorn. I work really well with patchouli. I love using patchouli, and it's just a really amazing herb to use for wealth. So that's why I'm adding it on there. So the next thing we're going to be adding, because this is in powdered form, is kava kava, and kava kava is really good for luck spells. I always use this in my luck spells, my money spells. It's just really good for attracting luck and opportunity and opening that path for your luck and your money. The next herb we're going to be adding is rose, and rose is actually a very lucky herb. You can add it to your luck spells because it is really good with love and attraction. Money and love are on the same vibration, so you want to have love herbs, and they tend to really coincide with each other, so you want to add a rose to this floor wash. So we're going to add a lemon because it's really good for protection as well as hex breaking, so we want to make sure we add these components. That's why they're a mixture of different herbs that are protective, hex breaking, luck, money, and love as well. So you have that, all those energies combined in there. So I'm going to be adding one whole lemon. It could be yellow or green. I forgot to mention this earlier, I think. I can't remember if I said it in the beginning of the video, but to brew this floor wash, you need to make sure you're using like spring water, filtered water, rainwater, moon water, crystal charged water, ocean water, river water, just because we're doing a blessing, we want to make sure that we're using waters that have that vibration to it. So I'm going to go ahead and add to my mason jar some of the water, because we are going to be diluting the brew a little bit, so it's a lot easier for us to pour, and we have enough to pour in the area. So as this continues to brew, you should be brewing this for about 20 to 25 minutes, 30 minutes if you want to. You don't have to overdo it, but just give it 15 to 20 minutes at least. Then you can go ahead and pick your cologne that you're going to be using. And I'm going to be adding Florida water to this because I usually add some Florida water. And I'm just giving you examples of other washes that you can use. You can use a money or a luck cologne. I'm going to be using the same Expedite, but I'm just showing you other examples. You can also use the Buddha cologne because he works a lot with luck and money and opportunities. And I'm going to be also using the Saint Expedite oil for this. I'm going to give this, I want to say like probably 5 more minutes. And while I do that, I'm just going to go ahead and put the cologne inside the water, because I already put a little bit of it in here. It's about 2 cups. So I went ahead and added the oil in there, and I gave it a good shake. And I'm gonna go ahead and take this off the heat and let it cool down for like a minute. So this is what we were working with. I wish you guys could smell this right now. It smells pretty amazing. So I think I'm gonna let it cool a little bit longer, and then I'm going to put it in here. So this is how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and pray over it one last time and Reiki it before I go outside and start blessing the front door. So because I live in a house, I sweeped my front door. But if you live in an apartment, you want to sweep or mop as well your front door before you do. So I have some money incense going, and I'm gonna go ahead and start pouring this and praying over it. I'm not going to do that on camera because I'm going to be doing a specific prayer for Saint Expedite, but you guys basically get the gist of it. You say thank you at the end, and you are good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed the spell. This is best done on a Monday, on a Friday, on a Wednesday, on a Thursday. You can kind of do this almost any day, to be honest. But those specific days are actually really good to do it. Today is Thursday, it's Thor's Day, it's Jupiter Day. So it's a really good day for abundance. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.